Okay, welcome everyone. We're going to get started. So if you miss, the anything, you can always catch the recording or whatever. People will jump on late; they'll watch the recording too. So let me introduce our speaker tonight. It is Erika Hewitt. She is a diamond coach under Teresa, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and Eric has been a coach for 2 years and Diamond Coach, I said, and she has been hitting Success Club 20 here consistently and at the top of our leaderboards. So I definitely wanted her to come on our call and share what she's been doing and share her secrets. So, Erica, if you want to take it away, go ahead.
Yeah. I got my earbuds in. You guys can hear me good?
Yeah.
So there's no real secret, you guys. It's truly just the 4 vital behaviors. But I want to talk about, I guess, more of like what really set me on fire for this year. So I've actually hit Success Club 20 for the past 6 months in a row. And I feel like it's because I had another baby, because that's when it all started. I'm not saying go get pregnant and have a baby and then you hit Success Club 20. I'm saying what I did when I started to have my baby is what has brought my success and what has continued it every single month. So I guess I wanted to talk about, first of all, what has like set my soul on fire. And I was making a vision board. Now, I know this sounds weird, and I was never a person to make a vision board. And I was always like, I don't need a vision board. I don't need personal development. I don't need this. I have goals in my head, and I know I'll reach them. I made a vision board at the beginning of this year, and I feel like that is what has helped me look at my goals. And I guess more of so because I'm a mom of 2 and life is crazy. So if I look at my goals instead of thinking about them every day, it makes me want to hit them. So above my desk, I actually have written down my goals. So making your vision board, you guys, you write down kind of, what for me, what I wanted to do for my family, what I wanted to do for myself postpartum, what my goal was to hit in the company. And then I went back and I looked at, well, how am I going to reach those goals? How am I going to make this vision board come true? Because I hear of all these successful people, they make vision boards. I was like, well, I have this awesome dream. And now every month, how am I going to do that? Well, my goal was, okay, last year I would hit Success Club 10, and I was pretty good at hitting Success Club 10, but I got to that point where at the end of the month, it was normally the last week of every month, I finally had hit Success Club 10. And it was like a stressful month. Every single month I was like, oh my God, I need to hit Success Club 10. This is what everyone tells me I need to do. And I was like, I made it happen. And I was like, well, this year, let's really push ourselves, because I remember listening to a wake up call and they're like, the higher, you need to push yourself. You need to make this goal that makes you want to throw up and puke. And I was like, that's Success Club 20. I hit it once last year and I like never thought it was ever going to happen again. Well, lo and behold, when I had my second baby in November, I hit Success Club 20, and then I have continued. So I was like, okay, this year, my goal was for me to reach my goal on my vision board, minimum every single month. I made this goal for myself, was I was bare minimum, I was going to hit Success Club 20 no matter what. That was a non-negotiable for me. So I guess that's why I've been hitting Success Club 20, because for me, I'm the type of person is if I tell myself I'm going to do something and I tell myself I'm going to do this, I'm going to hit this, I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to add these many coaches, I'm going to do it. Because I don't want to put this out there and be like, someone be like, well, you didn't hit Success Club 20, so you're not that good. You didn't do your goal that you wanted to do. So my vision board right here, Success Club 20, so many coaches, so many challenge groups. Now I wanted to talk about how do I hit Success Club 20? I know that was Greg's thing, is he wants to tell you guys, how do I do it? Well, how I started doing it in November is I started planning out my months. I was the person before I had my second baby, I would kind of just wing it. I would kind of be like, okay, well, this week I have a challenge group, so I need to get as many challengers as possible, and then, I want to throw a sneak peek somewhere throughout the month, and, I'd pray, okay, I hope this month I hit Success Club 10, like, let's do it. And when I had Lauren in November, I was going to have her in the middle of the month. It was due November 21st. And I was like, well, that gives me 21 days to hit Success Club. I got to do this. So Erica, you've never planned out your month. You've heard of people doing this. Let's plan out your month. And so for that month, I actually hit Success Club 10 the first 4 days of the month. And I was like, okay, well, we got a few more days. Hopefully she doesn't come early. Let's continue, because no matter what, my goal was to always hit Success Club. So by planning out my month in November, I actually had the best month that I have ever had. And it was the month I was going to have a baby. And I was like, well, cool. Planning out my month actually worked. Maybe I should do this the next month. And so I did it in December, and I was like, well, that worked too. That was really good. Like, why don't I do this for every month? Why am I always just trying to wing it? And so from November on and continuing, I have always planned out my month, and I always stagger my week. So I always start my challenge groups the first week of the month. And even though my challenge group is going to start on June 3rd, that whole week, I'm still going to be picking up the stragglers. And then I always stagger my weeks. And then I go, you know, the next week I'm going to be inviting coaches. And then the next week I'm going to be doing challengers and then coaches. And by me staggering my weeks and not totally spamming my Instagram of join me, join me, join me, this is what we're doing, you know, I've actually had better success of, you know, I take a week off, I share my journey, but I'm secretly still inviting to the process with coaches. So by me planning out my month, and also on my calendar, I've been writing down, okay, you know, my minimum goal, I'm going to hit SC20 by the last Tuesday of the month. I say Tuesday because I want it to recognize by Wednesday, and I want to hit it on Thursday. That's my minimum. I'm always going to hit above SC20. So every Saturday, I have a goal on my calendar. I'm going to hit SC10 by the 10th of every month. I write it down because I know if I write it down, for me, I'm the type of person, if I write it down, it's going to happen. I don't know if you guys are that way. Raise your hand if you write a goal down, you're going to hit it. No? Yeah? Maybe a few? Write your goals down. If you're not writing your goals down now, write it down after this call. Because if you write it down, you're going to hit it. And then maybe share it. I don't know. If you share it, it holds you accountable. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about. So when I write it down, it happens. So plan your month out. What do I use to track my month and my daily activity? I know you guys probably know it. It's this really cool thing right here. It's called the Success Club Tracker. This thing came out this year. It has been like my Bible every single day. It is amazing. If you're not doing that, if you have not printed it out in your back office, go print it out. Go label it. Download it to your computer. Do it every single day, just like your workouts. If you work out every single day, if you eat your containers, if you drink your water, you're going to get results. If you fill out your tracker every single day, no matter what, your business is going to get results. So my non-negotiables, even if I have the craziest day with my kids, I have 2 little girls under 2, my husband now works from home, our lives are crazy. Maybe some days I don't hit the numbers I want on my trackers, but non-negotiables, every single day, you invite, you do your follow-ups, and you get new connections, no matter what. Yes, I still work out because I need to, but working out doesn't get me Success Club. It doesn't pay my bills. It doesn't help me produce an income. You know, posting on social media. Yes, you need to do it. Yes, you need to build that trust. Does it help you? Does it make you money? No. So no matter what, invites, follow-ups, new connections. You constantly, it was always the person of like, I didn't add a lot of people. I never like thought new connections were a thing until I ran out of people to talk to. And I was like, oh my God, I've talked to everyone and I have no one to talk to. I don't use a third-party app that goes and follows new people. I'm very stingy with my money. So I actually go out and follow my own people. So I am constantly, minimum, I'm adding 50 new people a day. That's 50 new eyes on my page. That's 50 new connections I'm making every single day to grow my business. So I constantly have this cycle of invites, follow-ups, connections. And the one thing I got to say is with hitting SC20, all the people that have always come back to me every single month are the people who have told me no 4 months prior. They have told me no after no after no. And I'm like, okay, I've seen you're consistent. I've seen you still be doing your thing. I'm like, I need you now, Erika. Like, come on. So even if you're having a hard time, you see where I added in follow-ups? Follow up. It's not just invites and connections. It's invite, follow-up, and connections. Always. That's how you're going to hit Success Club. Your Success Club don't come off your invites. They come off your follow-ups. Okay. All right. My last thing. My next thing is I can't stress it enough. It's this. Just do your tracker. And the one thing that has really helped me, especially helping my other coaches duplicate this. And Ashley, she's on this call with me right now. She's hit Success Club 20 this month too. I'm so proud of her, like rock star. So the biggest thing, especially her and I have talked about, is personal development. And I knew Teresa's on here. She always, they're always big into personal development. I know last year I was so bad. I was always that person that I don't need that. I don't need personal development. That's a waste of my time. The personal development that I read are unicorn books to my little girls. I don't have time to sit down and read a book. When I actually took that time for myself and I dove into like helping myself learn and grow is when my business has grown. So I still don't have time to sit down and read a book. What I do for personal development is I listen to podcasts. And I'm not listening to or Audible. Those are really good things too, because, plug them in while you're doing laundry and things like that. But what I have to say about personal development, and I know one of the Wake Up Call girls, Rhonda, she was awesome with this, because I totally took this and I was like, that's amazing, is don't listen to the same personal development maybe your friend's listening to. Maybe your coaches are all listening to like Girl Wash Their Face or Girl Stop Apologizing or You're a Badass. Those are great books, but maybe it's not the personal development that you need in your life and that you need in this season of you doing your business or what's going on. Maybe it's not the right book for you. And the beginning few months of this year, I wasn't doing the personal development that I needed to personally develop myself. I was listening to The Girl Wash Your Face and I was like, this is a great book. Did it make me feel good? Yeah. Did it help me with my business? No. Did I learn anything to pursue my business? No. Made me feel good, but I was like, I'm just wasting my time. And when I finally realized I need to be taking this time to grow myself, grow my business, because my goal was for this month, I need to help people. I want to add coaches. I want to add working coaches. I want to develop my business. So I took my personal development into the season that I needed. I did podcasts on how to grow my business, how to grow followers, how to help my coaches grow themselves. When I'm struggling as, a leader, how do I develop as a leader? It's not, jumped on a trampoline and peed myself. That's the one thing I know from Girl Wash Your Face. Like, I didn't need to know that. And so personal development, you guys, it's huge. And I know we stress it all the time. And I know we talk about it. And yes, you need to do it. Find personal development that you need for yourself in this time in your life. So if it's growing your business, great. If it's working on your marriage, maybe you need to do that. Maybe if it's working on self-care for you, do something like that. But just because someone is reading one book, maybe it's not the right book for you. And that's the one big thing I have to say, but you need to do personal development no matter what. The other thing that's really helped me hit Success Club 20, investing in being coachable through other coaches. I have recently joined a mentorship program outside of Beachbody to help me grow myself and help me be successful within hitting Success Club. And being coachable as a coach is another really good thing. So you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing to find new ideas, to find ways to help people, to find ways to reach people. So make sure you're coachable. If what you're doing right now isn't working, change it. And that's what we had to learn is sometimes we always think, well, I've been doing the same thing. I've been doing it for 6 months. It's not working for me. Well, maybe it's not working for you, but doesn't mean this company is not for you. So be coachable, go learn. Maybe you need to change it up. Maybe you need to change your invite up. Maybe you need to change the way you're inviting. Maybe you're not doing it correctly through just posts. Maybe you need to reach out personally. But being able to learn from other coaches or being able to learn from other mentors and have that extra push, just be coachable. And the last thing that I have to say is how to hit Success Club is consistency is key. Consistency is how you're going to, better your health and fitness through your workouts. Consistency is using your tracker every single day. Like I said it before, if you use this every single day, just like your workouts, you will get better. You will see results. Is it going to be tomorrow? No, because you're not going to lose 25 pounds by tomorrow. You will lose it over time. You will grow over time if you do the work. There's no secret into hitting Success Club 20. There's no secret into hitting Success Club 5. But once you do it, you know what it takes. So it is invites, follow-ups, and consistency. And yeah, you got to work out because it's your foundation to your house. So that's all I had to say. But the one thing I will always remember, and I don't know if Mark's on here, but I remember Teresa and Mark, they told me, once you hit Success Club, you're always going to hit Success Club. So continue. How was that, Greg?
Yeah. So can you show us, what does your schedule look like? The one that you started to plan.
Yeah, I normally have it on my whiteboard. Let me see. I actually might have one on my desktop because I did actually a call on it. Let me see if I didn't delete it. I might have deleted it. I can always, I always clean my stuff up.
Just turn your camera around and show us your whiteboard.
Okay. It's really messy. Let me pick my computer up. Okay. So this is it. It has a glare. Sorry, you guys. I can always post it too, but I always post, like, my first week was I'm focusing on challenge groups. That's really bad. It's a glare. But I always write down, like, our team calls. Every week I'm hitting Success Club, and then I alternate. So I'm constant. Right now I'm currently running 2 coach sneak peeks a month now. I have recently upped it because I was like, why not? You know, if nobody joins, nobody joins, but at least I'm trying. So I have upped it there. So it's the first week I'm talking about new challengers. The second week it's sneak peek. And I have been running my sneak peeks on Tuesdays. I used to run them on Fridays, and I felt like nobody showed up because it was going into the weekend and nobody wanted to be a part of them. And I thought, well, I could do it Monday. But Monday is when people come back from the weekend. They're doing their laundry. They're getting, you know, ready for the week again. They got to get ready for work. No one's going to show up on a Monday. But Tuesdays is when everyone's like back to work. Maybe they're a little bored, so they want to be on social media. So I've actually found my sneak peeks. I do them every other Tuesday, and they work really good on Tuesdays. So I do them there.
Are they in a Facebook group, or do you do them on Instagram?
I do them on Instagram because I actually do all of my business through Instagram. I've tried it on Facebook. I have a Facebook business page because I had to have one for Instagram, but I don't get traction off of the Facebook page. I do everything on Instagram.
So you just have a private account and you invite people to that, and, you know, on Tuesday you'd go live or make some posts or.
Yep, I do about 6 posts on the Instagram separate page. I make it private. I have actually, I think we talked about last time, it was a few months ago, I have recently started doing IGTVs because I hate doing lives. I get super nervous. I get really choked up. Unless I'm like, no one's on there, I can talk no problem. But when someone pops on, I'm like, so IGTVs have really helped me because I can pre-record it and then my kids don't come in screaming. And you can now post IGTVs on a private Instagram account. So I had before, and it's always, you know, trial and error, and, you know, I failed forward. The first few coach sneak peeks that I've done, I've always done them with just a photo and like a really long post because I wanted to be detailed. I wanted to give them all the information. And I had found through doing sneak peeks on Instagram, nobody wants to read a really long bio. Nobody has time to sit there and be like, you know, read it word for word. So the IGTVs actually really helped. And I feel like I was able to bring that emotion and the passion through instead of just doing words. So that actually really helped.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like that.
Can you delete the IGTV like every week so that it's not, you don't have, 20 of them out there?
Yes. So you can delete them. And I don't know if you guys know this. I just recently found this out on Instagram. You can archive a post. If anyone knew this, it's not deleting it, but it archives it. So it takes it off of your page. It takes it off your grid, but it doesn't delete it. So you can still have that content. Like maybe you put a post up and it didn't get the likes or the interest that you wanted it to, but it was like, oh, it was really good content. Maybe it wasn't the right photo. Maybe I didn't do it at the right time of the day. You can go back and unarchive a post and then it will pop back up again. So that's a really good tool as well. And I learned that from one of my mentors on the page that I do. And she was saying that she actually, when people come to your grid and they see that you're constantly inviting to, you know, maybe you put like a, you know, accountability group starting such and such date, and that's the front of your picture. When someone comes to your page, they don't want to be like, oh girl, this girl's going to sell me something. I don't want to follow her because I see her thing. That's all she's posting. When you post it and maybe, you know, that week's up and it's that challenge group, you're not inviting to it anymore, archive that post. So when new people come to your Instagram or they come to you, I don't know if it does it on Facebook, but that post is gone. So they don't see it. So they don't think you're going to be selling things. And I thought that was a really good tip that they used is archiving. So yes, you could do it for all of your sneak peeks as well. You can archive everything when you bring brand new people into the sneak peek, and then just unarchive something. So then it also is not so much work for you. It's more of just a click of the button and your post is back up.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome tip.
Yeah.
So then how do you do your follow-ups? Do you track them on your sheet, or do you track them somewhere else? Yeah.
I have tried Google Streak. I am not very good at it. I have found I do everything from my phone, my business. And so I actually I've tried the online, tried to do it on my computer, but I actually carry around a three-ring binder with me. I just write them down, but I put little sticky notes and I write the date, and it works for me. Maybe I need to go, computer wise. I see you laughing at me. But I write the date, and I do my new connections, and then I have that tab of whatever week it is, and that whole week it's in that new connections tab. And then I always go back 2 weeks later to that new connection tab, and I, show interest again. And I'm always so then I'm always flip-flopping through my pages. So every 2 weeks I'm, reconnecting with my people, and then I'll invite, and then I do my follow-ups that way.
Okay.
I know it sounds funny. I do it off paper. I like paper. My calendar's still on paper, except for my whiteboard. I don't trust my phone.
No, I just like the sticky notes. That was fun.
Yeah. Colored sticky notes. Those are the best.
Stickers. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you never know when the internet's going to go down. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have questions?
Questions? Maybe things you need help on? Anything? Raise your hand. No? We're good? Cool.
I don't know. I guess not.
That's okay.
Can you hear me?
Teresa, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have a question. I just wanted to say something because I have, the thing I admire the most about Erika is her conviction, because when she started and she decided that she was going to do this, she just went full force, and she has not slowed down. So that's what I admire the most about her, is that when she decides to do something, she is going to do it. And if she doesn't know how to do it, she's going to figure it out. She's doing it on paper. I would never be able to keep track of people like that. I use Google Street, but that works for her. And I think that's what has really created her business and made it her own, because she finds what she needs. She finds that it works for her. So she just keeps doing that. And that just propels her forward. And now she has something that she can basically hand over to her coaches, and that they can run with that too. So I just wanted to say that. And I'm just so ecstatic about her success, and just how she is just going to blow up. I mean, she's already blown up, but she's just, the sky's the limit with this girl.
Yeah, thank you. That means a lot. I know. Yeah, I have big goals, so.
Yeah, I want you to write 5-star down, because when you write it down, that means you're going to hit.
I have 7-star elite. I have that on my board, and I have been tracking my elite points. So now I just need my stars.
All right, awesome.
One day.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for letting me on the call. I hope this helped you guys. If it was a little too much, sorry. That's what I am. I'm a little too much.
No, it's great. It shows what people need to do to really be successful, and to take it to that level of SC20 every single month, and signing up. How many coaches do you sign up a month?
My goal is minimum 10 every month. And I have a board to my right where I have new coaches each month. And when I'm there, I write it down. I have a list of, I actually give myself 15 numbers, but I have my 10 in red. And so that's my goal.
10 coaches a month?
That's my goal.
So that's your SC20 right there.
Yeah. Well, even if it's switching a challenger over to a coach, that's my goal to do it. Even if maybe they're new coaches, but I feel like my best challengers or my best coaches come from previous challengers, because they have fallen in love and they have watched me do it, and they're like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then they're more of hit the ground running coaches. Ashley over here, she was a hit the ground running coach because she was already a previous challenger who had completed a program and fallen in love with the business. And then she hit the ground running. So I feel like that's where you get more for my success. I feel like that's where I've had my best coaches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not forgetting about your challengers because they'll always still sign up. And I will say, this past coach sneak peek, I actually didn't promote it as much on my Instagram. I promoted it more towards my challengers. So I went through my back coach office and I saw who's ordering Shakeology every month, who's been very consistent with Shakeology. I'm going to invite them to my sneak peek because I know they're consistent. I know they love the programs and they're using the products. And that's been really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they can save money, right? So.
And they can save money, but, also can, hopefully help them. So I signed up 3 today. So I'm so happy for that.
That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, just in case you blew away anybody on the call, I mean, it's like, I have never signed up 10 coaches, so, I mean, you can still be successful, don't think that you're coaches, but yeah, I mean, that's amazing, right? I would love to be able to do that, but.
Oh, you could do it. You're amazing. So they'll come if you put it out there, right? Like you just got to talk. And I feel like, we're so afraid as coaches, we're so afraid to talk about things because we don't want to come off too salesy and we don't want to be like, there she is trying to sell something. It's not about, we're not selling it. We're talking about, talk about what this has brought you. Talk about what Beachbody has done for you, what the programs have done for you. If you talk about it, people are going to listen. When they see you happy, they see that positive energy, that's when people want to join. If you're like, well, today I worked out, nobody's going to want to join that. Be happy and just every single day share that consistently on social media.
Well, awesome advice. Thank you for coming, joining the call and speaking, and everybody else who joined the call. Thank you very much. And
go print out your trackers.
Yeah, print out your trackers. Plan your calendar. Get out your sticky notes. Get busy.
Get your sticky notes out. Go to Target.